What's up, ladies and gentlemen? How's it going? First and foremost, I want to apologize if my voice is a little raspy, or if it cracks, or if it breaks, or if I just stop talking. Um, the Astros won the World Series yesterday, and I was like out at a bar watching the game, and stuff got nuts. And we were screaming for like 20 minutes straight, and we were like storming the streets. So my voice is dead. But that's not what we're here to talk about. So I wanted to talk about skill-based matchmaking. So I know that in the past few weeks slash months, coming up to the release of Modern Warfare 2, and along with other games that have skill-based matchmaking, but it's not really much of an issue because there's already a competitive mode in that game. The talk of skill-based matchmaking has definitely ramped up, and people have, thrown their 2 cents about it. I know TimTheTatman has said something. I know Courage JD has said something.
Can I be completely honest with you guys? If SBMM wasn't a thing, I would stream multiplayer.
The reason why I'm so adamant about needing a robust ranking system is because in skill-based matchmaking, because it's a silent MMR, when you rank up, when you improve, and you're finally getting better at the game, all you're doing is going to the next tier of sweat lobbies without seeing any reward for it.
And both of them are against skill-based matchmaking. And I can understand where they're coming from, because their talking points are that they just want to enjoy themselves while they're playing the game. They don't want to have to sweat. They don't want to have to use like quote unquote meta weapons. They don't want to have to like go on Twitter or go on Wikipedia and go on fucking like CallOfDuty.com and find like the best builds and the best attachments and the best everything for every gun. But I do think that at the same time, there is a necessary evil with skill-based matchmaking. And the reason that skill-based matchmaking is kind of needed is for the simple fact that you don't want to put a top tier sweat that like plays the game 24/7, doesn't touch grass, greasy ass face, Cheeto dust fingers. You don't want to put a person like that up against like Bill Jeffers, 40 years old, just got home from working his 9 to 5 at an insurance company, just put the daughter down to sleep, and he was like, you know what, let me hop on the game and let me play some Call of Duty because I have nothing better to do. You don't want this man to play Respawn Simulator. You don't want him to like spawn, run 2 feet, get blasted. Spawn, run 2 feet, get blasted by fucking like Booty Liquor 76. Like, so skill-based matchmaking is needed. But I do think that there's definitely room for improvement when it comes to skill-based matchmaking. I do think that the range at which you can play someone is definitely better. I found a video, or I saw someone say something about how skill-based matchmaking works. If I find it, I'll put it in the video right now.
Skill-based matchmaking is having a rating system. The idea is to match players of equal skill into the same match together so that everybody has a good time. When we're talking about it in Call of Duty, we're talking about a casual game mode and a invisible rating system. This is our player. With skill-based matchmaking, this is the range of players he's gonna come up against inside of this casual game mode. If we remove skill-based matchmaking, pretty much everybody has a chance of ending up against this guy. So a player over here could end up against him. He's not gonna have a good time.
But basically, the way it works is there's just like a range that it'll put you in based on, I know that a lot of it is KD, but there's also other stuff to it, of course. And then just based on your performance on your previous game or your previous 5 or your previous 10 games, you'll always be put in a range with every game that's coming up. So like if you perform really well in a few games, like 2 or 3 games, then your skill rank will move up a little bit. If you perform really bad, or if you're in that skill rank and you get shit on, then they'll drop you back down to where you were originally, or they'll like adjust it. I do think that something like this is definitely kind of killing casual gaming, especially because, I mean, I'm not one to talk because I am one of these people that I'm about to say, but at this point, people have found gaming as a source of income and as a possible career. So everyone's always try-harding, they're always sweating, they're trying their hardest just to either be good, be the best. Some people that play for content, that are for fun, obviously they don't count because they're not fucking sweating. They're throwing Semtex on like an RCXD and trying to blow somebody up. But I do think that if you put skill-based matchmaking in a casual game setting and you don't have a competitive game setting option, then there is going to be that drive away from people that just want to play the game to play it. Like I will say, majority of the time, I play Valorant, I play Counter-Strike, and I play Overwatch. And those games are super competitive. Like whenever I play them, I only play ranked. I never play unrated. So I was super excited for Modern Warfare to come out because it's the one game that I can literally shut my brain off, run around, kill things, and just like respawn, die, like maybe get a fucking kill streak here and there, respawn, die. Literally just run around and like play it for fun. Like that's what I use it for. But I do know that there are some people that Modern Warfare 2 is their like main game source, where that's the game that they're gonna want to play for, you know, like it's just their main game. And I do know that having skill-based matchmaking and, you know, and I mean, ultimately, I do think that skill-based matchmaking is an issue. I do think that if there's going to be skill-based matchmaking in a game, you might as well just put that in the competitive mode and then put the casual mode with either no skill-based matchmaking or like a very super tight range, so that you're never like going against someone that's like way out of your league just because the range is too big. Like on a scale, like for example, on a scale of 1 to 10, let's say you're a 3. Let's say that the skill-based matchmaking range is like 5. So it'll get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you don't want to be put in a game where you're 3 going against a 6, because you're gonna get stomped, especially in casual. So in casual, if they had only a range of like 2 to 3, so like if you're a 3, then you'll get 2, 3, and then 4. Then that kind of works out because everyone is around the same skill range, you know. Obviously, if you're 3, you're gonna stomp the level 2 players, but you're also gonna get stomped by the level 4 players. So it kind of balances out where you're gonna be in the middle. And obviously, if you start playing better than like the quote unquote rank above you, then you get dropped, or then you go up, and then kind of stuff like that. But ultimately, I also feel like in a game like Modern Warfare, if you do add a competitive game mode, it'll definitely put all the sweats and stuff in competitive. Obviously, some of them will stay in casual because they want to go for clips, or they want to look cool, and they want to like put a Twitter screenshot and be like, oh my god, look, I dropped 100. I got 100 bomb on headquarters. Oh my god, follow me on Twitch. You know, but that can't be helped. But I do think that unless changes happen, skill-based matchmaking is always going to be an issue, especially in a game that makes it as apparent as Modern Warfare. Because I do know that, and to a certain extent, other games have. The only other game that I can think of that has skill-based matchmaking or quote-unquote hidden MMR is like Valorant and like League. And those are Riot games. I'm pretty sure they do it just because they want to balance out like who you're playing with, because you don't want like a guy that's like Ascendant playing with his bronze friend, playing with a bunch of bronzes, because then it won't be fun for all the bronze people in the casual game, because you know they're just trying to mess around. But at the same time, Valorant is very known for its competitive side of the game, so the issue with that hidden MMR in unrated is kind of overlooked just because not enough people complain about it, I guess, in a way. But Call of Duty has always been like a super very apparent open skill-based matchmaking game, and that's why people have always had an issue with COD. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said before, skill-based matchmaking is definitely a necessary evil. It can definitely be fixed, it can definitely be worked on and improved on how to make it that way people can just enjoy the game, especially if they're playing casually. You don't want everyone sweating their ass off because then they just don't enjoy it. At the end of the day, people do still play games for fun, whether it's like 12-year-old Billy getting out of like 7th grade and he's like, oh my god guys, I can't wait to play Search and Destroy, I got my mama Mountain Dew and the pepperoni pizza. Or whether it's fucking like Jimothy West and he's like, yeah guys, I got a 6-pack of Bud Light and we're gonna run some games tonight, right? Like everyone plays to have fun. So unless skill-based matchmaking is improved on, it is very well on the path of possibly killing casual gaming. But you know, I guess we'll have to see, because the game's always evolving, programs are always evolving, games are always evolving, game devs and how they approach the game is always going to change year by year by year. So I guess we'll see how it goes. Yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in about skill-based matchmaking because I personally don't have an issue with it, but I have noticed it. Like, it's happened to me before. I like fried one game and then I got shit on the next, but I don't really care because, you know, like I said, I just play Modern Warfare to run around and fucking click heads. But yeah, I guess, you know what? Let me know how you feel about skill-based matchmaking in the comments, because I know that some people have had good experiences, some people have bad experiences, some people want it completely gone, some people don't really mind it. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. And I think that's it for me for now. All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.